all, Chief Prepper here. So yesterday, I went and bought a new thing that goes bang. It's a pocket pistol. Sometimes you're going to want to have that capability, and no one really know. It's a Beretta 32. It's either going to be my wife's or it's going to be mine. I have one right now, so I don't know which my wife is going to start carrying. We currently go jogging in an area where sometimes there are literally four-legged dogs that are aggressive. And unfortunately, there are two-legged dogs that are aggressive. So we haven't experienced the aggressiveness yet by the two-legged dogs, but I have experienced the four-legged dogs. It's one of the reasons I quit going down there. She is currently training for a half marathon, and I want her to have the capability in case something bad happens. So San Antonio is full of illegal immigrants, illegals as far as I'm concerned, and how they view things and how they think is completely different than Americans. So, I went over to my storage unit and checked something. I got to go back probably tomorrow, and then took my guy that does my oil changes and my vehicle inspections, which the inspections won't happen anymore in 2025. In 2026, everything 25 years and newer is going to get an emissions testing. And then I went to the car gathering last night, came home, drank some more beer, and went to bed late. And then the dog I think I'm going to be able to save her and give her a good home. She wakes up when my wife leaves, so, and in turn, that wakes me up. So the reason I'm not getting out of the house at 1:30 is because I went out into the living room and turned on the air conditioner, and before I go back to sleep, my dad got up around 10:30, and then from there I basically started getting going. I have what you could probably call a mini homestead. I have chickens, I got dogs, got one cat. Checked on my grapevines today. I haven't watered them really all year during the heat of the summer, and they were suffering. But they made it all summer with just a couple of days of 100 degrees over the last 2 or 3 months, and then the last week and a half it's been brutal, and it's going to be brutal through next weekend. And then I think we might at that point start down the path of cooling off for the year. Monday, Tuesday is going to be 106 and 107, so those are going to be the two hottest days of the year so far. So today I'm on my way back to the gun store where I bought that other place. It's actually a gun range, and I'm going to buy another one, but it's a rifle this time. It's a capability that I don't currently have. It's a 22 Magnum pump action. It's already got a Picatinny rail on it, so I can put a scope on it, and then it'll become quite the little QQ. From there, I'm going up to Cabela's Bass Pro. I'm going to cash in some of my points and pick up some 130-6 ammo. And then from there, I'm going and buying 2 things that are on my list of things to get done next month. 2 firewood racks, one for my front porch to clean it up, and then one for the back porch where the new wood burning stove is. So I have a place to have organized firewood. And then I'm almost certain that I am going to rearrange the back porch and start getting it set up. And then this evening, when all that running around is done, I'm going to draw out and then start building the wood frame for the supper yet. That's the thing. But yeah, make sure you're prepping. Pinball did a really good video. I made a comment that if you can't see something, specifically talking about at night, you can't shoot it. So explained to him what I did. I had one person's thumbs up and another guy, like, just invest in IR. IR don't do shit for you unless you have night vision. So, and then it's like everything else. Just because you have the capability, if you don't have the skills to use it, it doesn't do you any good. I personally have killed 300-pound hogs with a red light and a laser. So, but make sure you are prepping. So on my list of things to do in the next 60 days, basically, or about 75, so I'll have a little bit of discretionary funds depending on how much the paint job cost me, and having a rear axle rebuilt for an 83 Chevy. And then I've started working on my Pontiac. Comes out of the paint shop. It's supposed to come out yesterday, but they delayed it till next Friday. I don't know why. And then the paint job, those would be really the last two big purchases I put on my credit card. I charged up one, I'm charging up another one, and I have a plan to pay them both off, but we'll see what happens. My focus right now is prepping and paying off my wife's motorcycle. And if I'm lucky, with the beginning of the month or end of September's pay, I will pay her bike off, and that will free up $434. Fucking shit in the road, boy. Somebody lost some tire tread. Sorry about that. But yeah, and then once I do that, because I'm not planning on putting as much money as I wanted to towards the her bike, except with end of August money. I'm gonna go ahead and get a second 2200 Honda generator gas. You will probably say, why you're gonna waste the money on that if things go shitty, you're gonna run out of gas. I'll have some gas on hand to power it, and then with some discretionary funds for October's pay, I plan to buy a fourth solar generator. And then if the world hasn't fallen apart, I will buy a third or fourth set of 2 times 200 watt solar generators. Or not solar generators, solar panels. And then basically that means that all my large appliances, until we eat the food out of them, will still be, I will be able to power them. Not indefinitely, because we're going in from summer to fall. So summer to fall means the angle of the sun changes. Also means that you can get a stop sign. So your ability to use solar panels is diminished a little bit. But anyway, get to prepping. I mean, the video I was talking about with pinball, he talked about how you have different tools for different things. So there's no one battle rifle or rifle that would do it all. A 223 would do a lot. I mean, you can drop a 300-pound pig or better if you shoot him in the head, but it's not necessarily the most easiest thing to do, especially if they're charging you. There's people who hunt wild boar down here with air rifles and 22s. I would never do it with a 22. I've shot one with a 308 that got up and charged me. That dude is mounted on my wall. So you're gonna need more than one bang stick, right? I got for sure probably one more I'm going to want to buy, which is Ruger 1022, which is what I was looking at buying at the gun show a few weeks ago. But pinballs basically told the truth. You get a 10-22 or just a 22 Magnum rifle, you can get 1,000 rounds for cheap. And you're not going to have 1,000 rounds necessarily to use, because you're going to need to shoot the gun, break it in, and use it, and get it zeroed if you put a scope on it. But you'll have whatever's left over, and then if you want, you go out and buy another 1,000 rounds. So it's cheap. I would for sure stock up on, they call them freedom seeds, but before the end of October, probably before the middle of October, maybe the end of September. So I've got some more that I need to buy. It's on my list of preps this year, and I bought some, but I need to buy more, because if I got it on hand, I don't have to worry about going to get it. So, there's so much up in the air right now that any one thing could change the entire world's population's lives. So, and to be honest, Americans are spoiled. Our lives would be affected more than anyone else's, because we're used to living a certain way. We may see the rolling blackouts they talked about earlier in the year, and Monday and Tuesday with the heat, because everybody's going to be cranking up their air conditioning. So we'll see what happens. Information is knowledge and power. Live a little, prep a lot, show love. Chief Prepper, out.